One thing that your tech stack should do for your business is to talk amongst itself. What do I mean by that? Well, your tools that you are using, they should talk with one another, connect, share data, info, and records. That way, you're not double handling info and data and creating more work. How is this possible? With integrations. And SmartSuite integrations are built to work for you. They're easy to set up and they're powerful. Let's take a look. Hi there, I'm Alex Knowles from automationhelpers.com, and we help companies like yours get set up and automated using industry-leading portals, apps, and integrations. SmartSuite is a powerful tool, and SmartSuite's library of integrations are pretty impressive for what you pay, as well as for being such a young platform. Now, there are two types of integrations we can refer to when talking about integrations in SmartSuite. Native integrations and external integrations. Native integrations are those that are directly support with an app. We don't have to pay for an automation platform to connect our SmartSuite account, tables, solutions to app A, whether that be Google Sheets, Excel, Airtable, Jira, whatever. The second, external integrations, are when we don't have access to that particular platform directly within SmartSuite, or the access that we have isn't as advanced or complex as we need. So in this video, we're going to take a look at connecting SmartSuite to various platforms like Slack, Jira, Google Sheets, and more for simple integrations. And then we'll quickly look at using a platform like Zapier or Make to set up more advanced integrations and get connected to apps that SmartSuite doesn't currently support. So let's look at how easy it is to access integrations natively in SmartSuite. If we select our solution, here we're currently working in the Acme marketing solution, we'll notice we have the option to select integrations. This is going to open up the library of currently supported integrations with SmartSuite. We'll notice that we can connect to Relay.app, Softer, Fillout. Perhaps you want to send a message via Slack, update or upload a file in Google Drive, or maybe you want to update your CRM via HubSpot. We'll notice that we have the native integrations, those that can directly be connected to SmartSuite through SmartSuite. And if we scroll further down, we'll see that we can also connect via other platforms like Zapier or Make. So jumping back into our solution, let's look at actually setting up our integration. And we'll do this by accessing SmartSuite automations. So again, we'll select our solution, we'll select automations, and from here, it's time to start building out an automation or an integration. We'll create an automation, and from here, we'll select what is going to be the trigger event. If we have a record updated in SmartSuite, perhaps we want our CRM to be updated in HubSpot. We want a message to be sent via Slack, or we want a new row to be added to our Google Sheet. So let's just say that when a record is updated, and we're going to set a conditional trigger or logic so that when the particular status, so we'll search for the status field or property, changes. So we'll say that when it changes from, we're just going to select from planned to in development. There we go. So what app do we want to connect? Well, if we select add action, we'll see the apps that we currently have available. Now, if you cannot see your app currently available here within automations, that means it isn't supported as a native integration. You can either send a request to the SmartSuite team and hope that they will introduce this native integration soon with your app, or you can use another platform like Zapier or Make, which we will look at soon. So keep watching. Let's say, for instance, we just simply want to send a Slack message to our team. Well, we'll select the action. We'll need to select our Slack account. If you haven't already, you'll need to connect and verify your Slack account. So go ahead and do that. So once you've connected Slack, it's time to configure the automation, the integration. You can either have a static or dynamic user or channel to send this message. Static will allow you to simply select a channel or a person. I'll just say myself. And every time that a message is sent via this automation, it will come from Alex. Or perhaps you want to set it dynamically to be sent from a particular assignee or the user of that record. Here we can select dynamic, and then we'll select the assigned to person. So if it's a record or task that's assigned to me, when this message is sent into Slack, it will be coming from me. I'm just going to leave it as static and have Alex as the sender. Now it's time to configure the message. Jump in, set the message. And the cool thing with SmartSuite is that we can pull in our properties and our fields from the record to dynamically create a message for our team or our clients to see. Once you've finished setting up your automation or integration, well, all you need to do is to select the title, and we'll say Slack message when task in development, and we'll select to add automation. We're going to look at how you can set up an automation like this using Zapier. Now, once you have signed up or you've logged into your account, you'll see this dashboard. The cool thing with Zapier is that we can lean on AI to generate a templatized automation for us that we can just plug in our account info and record details. So here at the top, we'll see the example automation that can be set up. Now, I'm just going to quickly create a more complicated automation and see how quickly Zapier can generate that for us. Then we'll jump in, we'll plug in our apps, we'll connect it, and we'll see how we can get things going. Now, before we jump into that Zap that was generated for us, I will let you know that you can create multi-step simple automations directly in SmartSuite. All you need to do is to add another action, select what you want to occur, continue, and then follow that same process we did before. Looking at what Zapier generated for us, we can see that when a SmartSuite record is created, we are updating our Google Sheets, updating or creating a row. We are sending a Slack channel message. We're looking for our template file in our Google Drive. Once it's found, we're then creating a proposal that we're going to send to our client. So jumping into the Zap, which is what we call an automated workflow in Zapier, we can see that when a record is created, we want a Google Sheet spreadsheet row to be created on our Google Sheet updated. We're sending a Slack channel message. We're also finding our template file in Google Drive. And then from that template file, we're going to interject or pull in the fields and properties from that SmartSuite record to create that Google Doc proposal. Now, what we can also do within Zapier is format our data, manipulate how it appears and how we use it in other steps. But the really cool thing here that we can't do in SmartSuite is that we can create conditional pathways. Let's say, for instance, you have a client record created. Perhaps you have tagged that with a specific identifier. You only want a particular proposal template to be used if it matches that record tag. Let's look at how we can quickly do that. So within Zapier, we'll just quickly add a pathway here. That's a pathway step. We'll search for path. We'll select paths here, and we're going to add that. Then from here, we can see that we've got path A with certain conditions and path B. So perhaps we want to select this, and we only want path A to be followed when a particular tag has been selected. Let's jump back into SmartSuite. So here we can see for our campaigns that we've got two separate categories, inbound and outbound. Let's say we want to follow path A if the record is inbound and path B if it's outbound. Well, jumping back in Zapier, before we can actually set that up, we want to run a trigger event. That is, we want our Zapier to understand how our SmartSuite actually formats and structures the data. That way, then we can easily pull and pipe in that data into other steps throughout this automation. Okay, so we've selected the right solution, Acme Marketing, and we selected the right table, Marketing. Let's then pull through some test data. So we'll test the trigger, we'll wait a moment, and then we'll receive some data to play with. Okay, so we've got some records pulled through. We'll select record A, and here we can see the campaign name, and the most important thing is that category or that tag, inbound. So now we can start setting up the rest of the automation or integration. So here in path A, let's select the field that we want to define which path it takes. So if category exactly matches, and we're actually going to pull through to ensure that we're using that correct formatting. If it is exactly inbound, now Zapier knows to take path A. So we'll select continue, and then we can set up the rest of the automation. If it's path B, again, we're just going to select category. Let's just search for that. Inbound. And again, if it exactly matches, and this time we'll just type outbound and continue. Then from there, we can set up the automation to specifically find that template file to then create the specific proposal presentation. If you want to learn more and find out how you can use SmartSuite to set up integrations and automate your workflows, make sure to check out the resources I leave in the description below. If you and your company need help setting up your business or automating parts of it, don't hesitate to reach out to us at automationhelpers.com, where a team of experts are offering a free 30-minute consultation, so book yours today.